All righty, guys. As you all know, Fantastic Four is out and about. And guess what? It is breaking records. The question is Marvel back? Are they actually giving us good content again? We have 4 panelists today that have all seen the movie. And I would love to get you guys' opinion on it. I'm going to take this down here in just a second and see if we can get y'all to give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a meh in the middle if it was maybe mid in your opinion. So let me go ahead and take this down in 3, 2, 1. What have we got? Oh, we got some mid-range level. Okay, we got 3 thumbs up coming from the Blerd click, and we also got 1 that's in the middle. Before we fuck up your mood and let Ty start with the negativity, we're going to go ahead and go around the Ramen and tell you what we liked about it. Nolly, I know you had a chance to see it. Lady Mandalore, would love to hear yours as well. Nolly, if you want to lead us off and give us an idea of what you liked about the movie, what people should expect when they see it, and what maybe you thought could have been better. Who knows?
I thought it was fantastic. I went in there with very low expectations, as we have been with Marvel for the last couple of years. Okay, like, let's be fucking real. Expectations, don't have them, because I don't want to be disappointed. Okay,
right?
Like, I don't. So I went in with low expectations, and just like Thunderbolts, I was pleasantly surprised. Because we've lived through so many Fantastic Four renditions. So I was like, I don't want to sit through another origin story. Like, just give me, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Like, I just want to get to the bits. And I didn't feel like it was like yes, the villain fight was a little rushed, but it didn't feel as rushed as a lot of the previous movies. Like, it didn't feel as half-assed and like anticlimactic as the other movies have been recently. And like, as much as I love the Marvels, like, I felt like the villain was over like really fast. And so while this was great, because are we doing spoilers? Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I asked, because y'all be spoiling anyway.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be trying. I'll be trying. I'll be failing.
I will say, while Galactus is not permanently gone, I think that's what saves it for me, because they didn't just like kill Galactus in an unbelievable type of way. Like, it would, like, because it's fucking Galactus. Like, let's be real. Like, one does not simply just kill him in one movie.
Right.
Like, that would have been like too unrealistic for me. I thought it was great. And like, I text Vince and I was like, I'm just warning you, there are some She-Hulk CGI moments, and then there are some CGI moments where it looks like they paid the good wage. Like, there was no in between. It was either good or it was bad. There was no no in between. Okay, like, you could, some moments I was like, why does baby look like the baby from Twilight? That's a little creepy. Like, what?
I said the same thing.
What are they doing over here? Girl,
I'm like, babies must be expensive now. He can't get a real baby no more. This is expensive.
Like Galactus's CGI was great. Shala Ball's CGI, I was like, her lips don't match what she's saying. Like, a lot. It was a lot of in between. But I felt like it was well written. Also, the thing with a beard, would hear me out. Would it was doing something. I like it. Look at it. I sit on it. Girl, I would moisturize. He's looking a little dry, and I would moisturize. Okay. Would I turned to my husband in the theater and I said, would. And he's sitting there with his popcorn like, Jesus Christ. Okay. But I thought it was a good effort. I thought it was a good like next step into this next phase of Marvel. And I'm just like, I'm really curious to see how things go. I thought it was well done. Also, Look, when they had that baby in the middle of Times Square, why that baby ain't got a jacket on?
Stop it. Get
It's snowing. It's snowing. Everybody bundle up. But this baby in a onesie and a blanket. I literally I turned to my husband. I said, "Where that baby jacket at?"
The baby with superpowers.
Look, you internet. The flu is around. The flu exists. Babies get colds. I don't care how mutated you is. It's cold. Why that baby don't got a jacket? No jacket, no hat.
That's what you was thinking. All right. We're coming to an end. Where's the baby's jacket? You are a true mom, 100%. I'm not mad.
Got a coat on.
I'm not mad. We got to talk about this thing too. But Lady Mandalore, if you wouldn't mind blessing us with your thoughts on the Fantastic Four, will you?
Okay. Sure. I have notes. Okay.
Oh, notes. Okay.
I have notes.
She and I chatted about it too.
Yes, we did. It was a good time. Just full confirmation, Marvel is still not sleeping over. We had this conversation.
I texted her and I said, you should let Marvel pack his spend a night bag. And she you saw the movie and she was like, he's not spending the night.
No. That the blue balls from that final post credit scenes. Absolutely. I need fucking consistency. Okay, you ain't gonna just have me out here looking like I'm strung out on your shit just because you threw a little extra something on there. Hell no. You better have Captain America's best looking ass at the end of this thing or something. You gotta figure it out. Bring it back. No, Tafari, he cannot leave a goddamn toothbrush. No, I need consistency, and they better, but it ain't. Don't fuck around with me. Don't play me. Just give me some goddamn flowers. Them babies die in a week. Anyway, so I appreciated the quick origin story. Love that for us. 10 minutes, perfect, great. I love some of the cameos that we saw. I think there was an original cast from the original Fantastic Four series in there in the beginning. Loved.
The original Fantastic Four movie that they filmed and never released. The whole cast is in the opening scene.
This one shot
movie. Yeah, just one shot, the four of them together. And I was like, I know them.
I know you.
Yeah. Breakdown on that.
What else? I appreciated the Venture Brothers-esque feeling of Fantastic Four. If you know, you know.
Ooh, good reference.
I appreciated the nod to Timely Comics, which is the original comic book publisher, creator, whatever, for Jack Kirby and, oh my God, Stan Lee. Ooh, he kicked me out.
Don't disrespect the camera.
I thought the CGI was great. I know that there were moments where they were like, oh well, oops, shove this shit in here. I get that, and that's the other reason why your ass can't say the fuck over again. Consistency, motherfucker.
Damn, y'all.
Charlotte Ball should stayed for the baby, and she needed to leave that motherfucker Galactus or set his house on fire. That's two. What was the other thing? I appreciated the I don't understand. Okay, here's my confusion. I don't know if we should come back to this. I was confused by a couple things. How did Galactus, who looked good, by the way, how did he induce that woman into labor? I am confusion. What do you want to do with the baby? Are you going to eat the baby or what are we doing? What are we doing? Because I feel like if you eating planets, that little baby, if he got that little, is he like hormones or something?
Basically, Sue was a hot pot, and he was just waiting for the baby to finish cooking so he could munch. Like,
okay, I got you.
That's what it was.
It's packed with vitamins and nutrients. He was kind of like, what is it?
It was a full meal, a full hot pot, and he was just trying to get to his meal. He was a little impatient. So he put the burner on.
I understand that. That is partially the reason why I like my steak medium rare. It'll just come out faster.
Right. I'm impatient. When I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I gotta
eat. That's fair. And then, okay, my final two things. Mom's eyeball. It is a celebration. Mom's eyeballs. I think did her eyes turn that sparkly shit that way? Is that the same way that Ego's eyes? Oh no, not Ego. Oh, what is it? From fucking
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, is that the same shade of it? Changing his eyes. Oh my god, why can't I remember his name?
Yeah, you talking about Ego, right?
Star-Lord. When Star-Lord's eyes.
Yes. Oh my god, I just saw it at the bar last night. You are right.
Yes,
they were playing Guardians of the Galaxy at the bar.
Right. I feel like that happened.
Hold on, wait, ladies. Hold on, wait. Y'all just had a moment, and I think we got left out of it.
I'm so sorry.
What happened now? Wait, what?
Sorry.
All right.
So when at the end, when Sue, and the baby brings it back, you know, because he's certified in CPR and shit. When he like, you know, her eyes change. They look cosmic and shit, and it's the same way that Star-Lord's eyes looked in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Right.
When he, so
when Dad was trying to convert him, and it's
just like displaying like the fact that his powers are cosmic level because he can alter reality and things like that. So
right.
Well,
but also, is she a zombie? Like, I have questions. Is she a zombie? Is the meat still fresh? Like,
well, I mean, come on. How many superheroes have died and then came back at the helm?
Look, I don't know.
But there is a parallel, and then I'll get back, and then I'll yield the mic back to you, Kira. But the Ego is a space-time entity, and as is Shalabal and Norrin Rad, who uses the power cosmic. So them all having space cosmic energy does kind of make some sense.
Ego is a celestial.
Celestial, but yeah, all that exists within space. Like what I'm saying is like this is a movie that embodies Silver Surfer, or this universe's version of Silver Surfer, right? And Silver Surfer is famous for getting the power cosmic from Galactus so that he can use it to find a planet for him to consume. Power cosmic could also exist within Ego, and that may be perhaps what Mandalore is talking about with now that, because if you recall, now remember, I don't know, we're skipping ahead a little bit, but and yeah, spoilers, we are spoiling today, so if you didn't see it, tough, but if you have, then stay along. But when Galactus was, when Shalabal was chasing Sue, did it look like at one point in time she touched the baby, like touched the pregnant baby? Y'all remember that? Like she got so close.
I was she's an OBGYN. Right? Look at her all the way up in there. Like, damn. She's certified. She didn't even wash her hands. She just
you know what I'm saying? Nasty. But my point is, in that moment, cosmic energy, all right, transferal, possibly a lot. I feel like they were saying something when they showed us the hand touch the pregnant baby.
So though, because like Franklin has always been like because of, I guess, like they're technically not mutants, they were mutated, but he is a mutant, so he's taken both of his parents' DNA, so he was already born that way. That's why Galactus was like, I need the child because he's the only one who's going to satiate my hunger. So I think he was already like on some level. I think Shalabal was just a little invasive. She didn't even ask. She was just like my OBGYN says, okay, this is going to happen. Are you ready? Like, at least she warned me. Shalabal was just like, consent don't exist no more.
Just full hands. No gloves,
I got to sign forms and shit. She was just in there. Raw dog hands, no washing,
no paperwork.
I'm so sorry. No paperwork.
Didn't even ask my insurance.
No stirrups. I'm sorry, Kira. Please continue.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Okay. Oh, last piece. Oh, this is super spoily. I'm really sorry. It'll take me like 30 seconds. If you want to put my whole ass on mute, that's cool. I'm cool. This is about one credit at the end of the movie, an act like physical title. There is a music credit that says Doom with a question mark, and it's by Alan Silvestri, who did some of the other music for a few of the other superhero movies. I think that mid-credit scene, I think that is a rope-a-dope. And I think that the person that is shrouded is is this person here. My finger's not showing. There you go. This person here,
Madam Web,
who is
basically
the godmother / babysitter, Agatha Harkness, baby.
Yes.
Oh, Agatha.
I think. Yep.
And I think I have to agree.
I think it's this chick because she's supposed to watch over Franklin in the comics, especially. Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. Now the only thing that's throwing me is that goddamn mask. That's the only thing that's throwing me is how she would have got her hands on that mask. Right. And she touched.
It's not the mask that Robert Downey Jr. has been showing either, which could be a decoy to throw us off. But it's not the mask that he's been like.
That silver mask.
The mask he's holding. Okay, my bad.
That looks like an original Doom type mask, and I'm thinking maybe different timeline thing. Kind of also like. When Sue's addressing like their version of the United Nations, Dr. Doom's country doesn't have a representative. The chair is always empty. Yeah, the chair is always empty for Latveria.
Yeah, you noticed that they showed that distinctly.
Yeah.
Right.
Which leads me to believe that there is a Dr. Doom that exists.
Yes.
In that timeline. So,
Ty. Kira, did you get a chance to complete your thoughts?
Yes, I'm done.
I know you said you had notes.
No, Serenity, that mental jump is actually canon in the comics. The only thing that I don't get is how she would have come in contact with that mask at all. But Marvel be Marvel, and they do whatever the fuck they want in order to make it
that part
come together. So I don't know, but it's Agatha and Baby Franklin are very key in the comic book universe. Yeah, they know each other.
I will also say there is like a nod to the original Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans, because in that movie Chris Evans is playing with the Thing action figure and then it gets destroyed, and now it's vice versa in this movie where Johnny Storm is playing with his own action figure and the Thing destroys it. I was like, that's cute. I see that's cute.
Damn, I'm so glad y'all are here because I missed all of that.
I got ADHD. I be paying attention to the wrong shit.
Nah, that's we need to weaponize your ADHD.
I'd be like, did you see her hair? She obviously used VO5 and not Pantene. Like little shit that don't be mattering. I'm in there and I'm like,
the code at the bottom,
like how the pregnancy test. The pregnancy test looked like it said Stark Industries, but it said Stork Industries.
Yes.
Okay. Shit I'd be paying attention to.
Do you have a remote control when you're watching it in the theater? Like, do you pause it? Like, how do you?
So I'm autistic, so I try to make as many mental notes about obscure shit as possible to talk about with you guys. Yes. So I make sure that I was like paying attention. I was like looking for it. I was like, what you got? Because Marvel is notorious for breadcrumbing things. And so I was like, let me make sure I pick up shit so that way I look smart on Saturday.
well, you definitely look way more than smart, Nolly. Thank you for always bringing all of that attentiveness to the stage. Bad Ty, you had evidently it looked like you thought it was kind of mid. What say you, my friend? What's your thoughts on the Fantastic Four?
All right. So let me start by saying I'm not saying this is a bad movie. Let me start there. But I just I left out of the movie feeling like there was a lot of things missing. Number one, this movie eerily reminded me, or not reminded me, but resembled The Incredibles. If I'm being honest, they even down to the Mole Man. I know he's in the comics and everything like that. I mean, people are like, oh, he's in the comics. Yeah, I get it. But my thing with this movie and most Marvel productions, because you know me, I'm gonna stay consistent with it, is I just don't like the way they're scaling powers. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like for Galactus to be a Celestial and Sue Storm for her to be able to by herself practically, defeat Galactus or put Galactus in a position to be defeated it was just crazy for me. Like whenever Marvel gets these villains that, and especially one of cosmic level, you would think that it would be different, especially after what I just complained about with in Thunderbolts with how they did Sentry. And then you get to Galactus, who is supremely powerful. To come, you first of all get him out of the ship. You got Galactus walking around on a planet. And then the scale of it. So here's my example, right? In the end of what was that? What was the movie that I hate what was the Eternals? The Eternals.
Yeah.
At the end, at the end of the Eternals, they show Galactus, or they show what could possibly be Galactus. And his size is immense, so immense that it's bigger than her. You know what I'm saying? So when you find the baby celestial that is, remember, it's supposed to be a celestial who didn't awake yet, an unawakened celestial, which I would assume is a baby celestial. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but the scale of his size, it would probably have been equivalent to that of Galactus, and I was just like, doesn't sound right. That was a major problem for me, was the action sequences that happened during the movie, which were far and in between, mind you. There were not a lot of action sequences in this movie. This was more of a dramatic play. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with storytelling and everything like that. But my whole thing was, none of the characters, for me, after watching this movie, I didn't fall in love with anybody. I actually walked out of there and was like, all right, we're basically redoing Rise of the Silver Surfer. With the only difference is they scaled back the years and the year in which this whole production is taking place. So now this is a more it looked like it was a more technical age, but yet it seemed like it was like the years would have been, in terms of the present, would have been like in the 80s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it gave that kind of vibe, even though you wrote robots and, you know, and flying cars and different things like that. It still felt like it was an older joint. I don't know, man. I see why a lot of people are like it, because again, this is like a comic book movie. This is definitely, in terms of comic book lore and following the comic book and the versions of these characters in the comic book, I feel like they probably hit it spot on. But in terms of the action sequences, in terms of how they Marvel continues to do the villains, this is just wild. Like, I don't get it. Like, why take villains up a level? Because we went from Thanos, who was in terms of power level, who you know, used the rings. The stones, the Infinity Stones, in order to receive the type of power that would put him up there on a Galactus level. Then you get a Galactus who needs no rings, who is power cosmic, who also is a celestial, who is one of the more powerful celestials. You bring him to Earth. The first time he meets the Fantastic Four, they defeat him. That is crazy work. That was crazy work. That, to me, is terrible writing. And for them to even, for Sue to be able to do it on her own was laughable. That was absolutely laughable. I would ask the ladies, because y'all seem to follow the comic. I never was a huge Fantastic Four fan, so I didn't follow the comic like that. But please tell me if I'm wrong here. Sue Storm's powers are telekinetic. She has a power of telekinesis. She also has a power of invisibility, and her barrier is made of telekinetic force. So outside of that, outside of her being an extremely powerful telekinetic, what is it that Sue Storm's? What are Sue Storm's other powers?
Can I
Please.
stop you before? Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Well,
Go ahead, babe.
well, if you have a response, then cool. I'll respond after that. But go ahead, lady.
No. Go ahead.
I know
Go ahead.
she's got invisibility, right? But she also has like she does her force fields, and she can use them to manipulate objects. Just the same way that she can use her force field to make herself fly.
Right.
Because she's essentially like manipulating objects so that she can like push herself off like a force field. So I think it's on par that she was able to push him by like manipulating a force field. But in my opinion, they didn't defeat Galactus.
Correct.
They just
Thank
bought
you.
themselves time because
Yes.
he's still alive. They just
Right.
pushed him. They teleported him elsewhere. He gonna come back.
Right. And
He just needs to find a little ship, or he needs to float for a bit. But he's definitely not defeated. All they did was definitely buy time. Marvel was like, just in case somebody else fuck up and we gotta fire someone else, let's put Galactus in this pocket, save it for later, like a little treat, like an emergency little
in case of
I feel like they just put him away for later.
Yeah. Ty, did you have more?
And I was gonna say, as far as Silver Surfer, with Shala Ball, I thought that they also you kind of nerfed her abilities as well. I just don't understand Marvel in terms of how they keep on like projecting these villains. I don't get it. I don't like it. For me, it doesn't make any sense to have a imbalance when it comes. Have such an imbalance when it comes to superhero versus villain, and that like it just doesn't. I don't know, man. Like I there were a couple of times that I yawned through this joint. I just was like, oh man, this is. I felt like I was seeing some of the same stuff, and my whole thing was I thought that the movement was going to be to get away from all of the other previous properties. But then I'm sitting here watching this and I'm like, I've seen this before. I literally have seen this movie before in The Rise of the Silver Surfer. Yes, it's slightly different in terms of the way it's filmed, but the storyline is a lot the same. Yeah, you took out Victor Von Doom and made and which like why? Like why can't why if you're not gonna make him Doctor Doom, cool, but why was no Victor? Why was there no Victor in this what was the strategy behind that? Okay, we'll just because we're doing the Doctor Doom movie later or whatever Doomsday movie later, we won't address the fact that Victor Von Doom is in this space. I don't know, man. For me, I'd give it probably a 6.5. That's probably where I would rate it at 6.57. And I get why a lot of people are excited and I think that Pedro Pascal has established himself as and I'm not going to say a heartthrob, as I would say, establish himself as a lovable actor. He's at this point now. I think that anything that he's a part of is gonna get love. I saw the Materialists the other day, and it's getting all of this praise, and it's got Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal. It was a decent movie, but it wasn't what critics are acclaiming it to be. Oh my God, this is so. But I get it. I think Pedro has established himself as a lovable actor, and at this point, anything that he's a part of is going to get a lot more credit than maybe it's due. And that's just how I feel about this.
Yeah, I think there's some. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kira, please.
So I think Ty, I think there might be a bit of a lack of suspension of disbelief. I don't know if I'm right or wrong about that. It's just a couple of things that you pointed out. The technology not really matching up with the time period. I think that's what you were talking about before. So there is a world in which the style or fashion of that time period, correct, just happens to go along with that. There are a lot of things that are going on right now that
mirror that.
as far as technology goes, that maybe don't match up with the aesthetic of today. Like I could put my cell phone on my wall and call that my landline or my I don't know, security unit, whatever you want to call it. It's just that's not the way that society wants to use it. When it comes to like fashion and things that are trendy, that can shape an entire society. You can still use the technology the way that it's meant to be. It just depends on the time period and the way people like the aesthetic of things. Like Niall. Oh, now I forgot your girl. Wow. Oh Lord. Now, oh my God, I can't say your name, girl. Kill me in 2 seconds.
It's okay. I have that effect on people.
Let me
you
help
do.
you.
You are shocking and mind wiping. And then the other things, Galactus and Franklin are not Celestials. Galactus is just this fucking entity. He's not a Celestial. And then Baby Franklin he's
just got
basically an Omega level mutant type situation that he's got going on. That's it. And then with Sue, the trope that they're using is the mom. Nalia, thank you, Vince. The trope that they're using is mom being so worried about her baby that she's able to
because like
in order to get it off of her child.
There have been women who have literally lifted burning cars to save their children. So like it just pulls something. But also to go back to like the whole aesthetic thing, we saw it in Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Some worlds don't match the technology they have available because of the aesthetic that they have going on. It's just like a theme thing. Like we're going through a recession, so you'll notice a lot of things from the late 1900s are coming back. You know, we're having the recession special right now. Trinkets are in, Tamagotchis have come back. I saw new updated Furbies. Like it's a thing. As we advance and recession and things happen, sometimes we go back to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to because nostalgia is comfortable for people. And so I kind of get the aesthetic. It's like the Jetsons. The Jetsons looked very like it was giving the 60s, but they had flying cars. So that's kind of like what I attribute like the aesthetic to. It's like while it shouldn't make sense, it technically, economically, and in terms of nostalgia makes sense in a way.
Or culturally. Yeah. Like the culture is literally different. It's just some people like fucking boxy goddamn cars, and fucking Teslas are fucking hideous. They look
hideous. They look like graphics have not rendered yet.
Correct.
Like you're trying to play a PS6 game on a PS3. Like that's what Cybertrucks look like.
Ugh.
But here we are.
People are driving the fuck around in them. Not for me. That ain't my fucking thing. I like a nice rounded ass on a car. That's just me though.
I like a rounded ass.
I don't know if I like the way this conversation is going, because the way I heard, lady, I heard her say some people like fucking Teslas, and I'm like, who likes to fuck Tesla?
Look, there's a whole show on TLC about inanimate objects and relationships, and this one guy was in love with his car, so maybe.
Oh yeah, okay.
It can happen.
Like one of
I wouldn't put it past a white person.
Like, is that one of them shows where like the people they eat like the popcorn inside of boxes and shit like that, and they can't stop eating toilet paper and shit like that?
Yeah.
Whole thing.
My man's just having relations with his car.
So if I may, I hear what Ty was saying, and I almost wholeheartedly disagree. With the overwhelming majority of what he said. I do agree that this was kind of like a Rise of Silver Surfer reboot. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it was the same plot line. But if we could be fair, I mean, that's like one of the Fantastic Four's most famous plot lines, right? Like the whole shebang with them and and Norrin Rad and the introduction. I mean, it was through Fantastic Four, because Spider-Man used to work with Fantastic Four for a lot of these things. And I don't think that the fact that Sue Storm was powerful enough to push Galactus is the reason why he was pushed away. I feel like in this particular instance, it's easy to say that that's what happened, but the fact of the matter is it took the entire team to get Galactus pushed into that other realm, because Reed had to build all of those ports all across the whole world, right? Then Johnny had to distract, right, and help out. And then Sue came through with the monumental maternalistic whole adrenaline rush powers that Nolly spoke about with those women you see in banned from TV that like stop trains to keep their kids from getting ran over. Like, I feel like that's kind of the explanation. And most importantly, like Nolly said, or like Kira said as well, this is not, oh shit, damn, Galactus defeated that easy. This is, oh shit, when we gonna see Galactus again? Because Galactus had nothing nowhere near close of being killed in this. He literally was just pushed into another dimension, kind of like they did in Invincible, where they took all of those clones, that little Grayson, all them clones just went to another planet, but they still around. We know we're gonna see him in another season. So for that, I say, nah, I disagree. I do disagree with him wholeheartedly on the whole notion that this wasn't even action. Like, there was no action. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be upfront.
I didn't say no action. I said it was limited action. This is more of a drama. It was more of a drama. To me, this was more of a drama than an action movie. This was absolutely more of a drama than an action.
I hear you. And this was what I went into. I got two of my buddies on this panel did kind of give me a heads up going into this movie. One was the Nolly nod to the She-Hulk CGI, and I waited for it. And when I saw it, your voice did pop in my head. I was like, that's what she was talking about right there. There it is. That's that shit right there. It was like, so I thought I was like, that's it. That's the shit. But then I also was like, look, it's not heavy on the action. It's more of a drama. And then I was waiting for that to unfold, and it didn't. I felt like the action was just. Now it wasn't a lot of fight scenes, which is different. All right, there's not a lot of fighting scenes, but I don't necessarily think that all fighting scenes are action. I mean, I don't think that all action scenes are fighting scenes. So in this, even just the exploration of space element, which of course I'm a spacophobe. Yes, Lisa, I know it's astrophile, but I'm a spaceophile or whatever you want to call it. But so when they go into space, I'm like, yes. And the fact that they actually made a legitimate way, a reason to go to space. It wasn't like, oh, let's go into the vast, endless universe and try to find glasses. Like, nah, we got to track her on the chick Shalabao. We're going to find where she at, and we're going to go where she at. And that made perfect sense. And then they went, and Shalabao was like, oh, Galactus, we'll see you now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I didn't know we had an appointment, you know? So I kind of dug that. I've always been caping for Norrin Rad, so I understand why they didn't show us Norrin Rad, because we've already gotten a version of Norrin Rad. But Shalabao is what it is. What I don't understand is why they gave us Shalabao and gave us no Norrin Rad. Like there was zero reference. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, literary giants in the panel, but isn't Norrin Rad the husband, or at least the lover of Shalabao on Zenla? Did it? And I know this is a different universe. I know this is a different Earth, right? I know with the 828 from 616.
Because she wasn't even from Zenla.
Yes, she was.
That wasn't that wasn't the planet that I heard. Yes, I didn't hear Zenla.
Yes, they said Zenla. They said Zenla.
Okay.
Yeah, they said Zenla. They even showed her on the planet, holding the baby.
Yeah, I know they showed her on a planet. I just didn't realize that was that they mentioned the planet being Zenla.
Yeah, they mentioned Zenla. Yeah, hey, comments keep us honest, but I recall them mentioning Zenla. And now, hey, listen, I feel like I remember distinctly hearing her talk about when it was her and Johnny, and Johnny ultimately gave Reed a way to look up some stuff about what happened to her old planets, and that's how. Remember, Johnny was going around. He had all that shit on the billboards when she was flying around and all that shit. Oh
yeah, that's
all right. Not okay. All right, we're gonna.
What happened?
Hello?
Your people
to the Phantom Zone. All right.
Am I in the Marvel CGI?
Hello? We can use some time to work that out, Dolly, real quick, man. Go ahead, get it together. Get it together. I didn't see. I like this movie a lot. I liked it. I think that is an above average movie, and one of the main reasons I liked it is because it deviated from the Marvel formula. Now, don't get me wrong. You're gonna get your superhero shit. You're gonna get your jokes, but it didn't feel like that Marvel cadence get when we often like when I watched Ironheart. As much as I loved Riri, I was like, "There's that Marvel cadence." You know it. When you see it, you get it. Like when you get that first joke from Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy, like, oh, they on the Marvel. This movie deviated from that formula ever so subtly. It wasn't completely off the track, but it was like, nah, Marvel can have different forms of art as well. And I think that it's smart, especially now with DC ramping up. We've heard the rumors of them trying to channel the powers of Ryan Coogler and recruit other DC, other Marvel directors, which we shouldn't even call them Marvel directors at this point. They're just directors. They got from Marvel, okay? So we should stop. I saw somebody in a comment about Ryan Coogler when they was talking about like, oh, Ryan Coogler met with James Gunn. It was like, oh, traitor. Like, traitor for who? Like his family? Because that's the text still clear. Like, there's no loyalty when it comes to creativity. You know what I mean?
No.
So for me,
this nigga is an independent contractor.
Yes, he just did Sinners. Like he didn't do Sinners. Traitor for doing Sinners. Like shut the fuck up. Oh, traitor. He does not owe loyalty. There will be no blood oaths made for Kevin Feige in Marvel. Now, thank you for helping get his name out there, but he was somebody before Marvel. Okay, Fruitvale Station, and we can sit here and go down that whole list. But I digress. The point is, I don't think that this movie was meant to fit in the same box as a lot of the Marvel movies and frankly, I'm gonna say gunk that we've gotten in these last few years. I think that this was meant to set and forge a new path for Marvel type shows or Marvel productions that show like, listen, everything doesn't have to be set in it. I loved the fact that you could not tell what year it was on 828. All right, it was very. What's the show that I love? Where they go to Mars. Where no man has gone before. No.
For mankind.
For all mankind.
Yeah.
Like for all mankind, one thing happens in the very beginning, and it alters the whole entire way that we look about space travel, and that is that Russia made it to the moon before the United States did. And as a result, the United States goes into a complete frenzy and just goes tech crazy. And now we get all kind of tech in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and that side of things looks like it may have happened in this movie as well. So I'm cool for that. Now, one thing that bothered me, which I ain't gonna lie, this is completely stupid. It's completely stupid. And I don't know why this bothered me. And Nolly, maybe you can help because I know I haven't been diagnosed, but I feel like I got ADHD too. But I was wondering, like, why Pedro Pascal, as you referred to earlier, Ty, is the darling of the Hollywood industry right now, of Hollywood. So much to the point where Pedro doesn't have to change his image. He looks like Pedro Pascal, even when he's Mandalorian, even when he's in Last of Us. And they even managed to put, they was like, yo, Reed Richards, yes. You know what? Fuck it. Keep your mustache, Pedro Pascal. Even though Reed Richards has never had a mustache in the comic books. Am I wrong? Like I ain't tripping. I'm not saying that's a big deal.
That's not Reed Richards. That's Ricardo. Okay. And that's that.
You want to see like Pedro. You wouldn't have watched Champagne or Pedro Papi. You wouldn't want to see him without the mustache. Like I know it's a small thing.
No.
First of all, a mustache is like a fitted. Okay.
Yes.
When a man takes off a fitted, you don't know what's under there. You don't know. Men be the first one to be like, our first day gonna be at the pool, so I see what you look like without makeup, baby. Take the hat off, sir. Take the hat off. Shave the hair.
Run me that hairline.
I don't want to see him without it. And I do feel like we've had a project where he hasn't had the mustache and it's not the same. So I don't want to see him without it. I don't.
One,
I just
Wonder
want
Woman
to envision. Yes, I just want to
Wonder
envision
Woman 1984.
moisturizing it, and that's it. I don't want to think about nothing else.
He
No,
didn't have one.
put
He
that.
didn't have one in Wonder Woman. Kira.
I hated. He looked.
He
Okay,
looked
first,
like I
he
couldn't
looked
trust
terrible,
him. He looked like I
and
couldn't
he
trust
knew
him.
he looked. He knew he looked terrible too. I
did.
don't know where he said it, but he said that he hated the way that he looked in Wonder Woman
Yeah,
1984, and he was
giving,
never shaving his shit off again ever.
He was giving Latinos for Trump. Like that's what it looked like, and I ain't like it. I ain't like it. Nope,
Yo.
I'm not doing it. You
But-
couldn't pay me.
But
No.
come on,
No.
but Nolly, this is then if you're looking at this poster, what we're looking at is Pedro Pat. That's not this is actually
No,
Mr.
but
Reed.
there are
But
comics with Reed Richards with a beard.
Mhm.
ah.
Hold on.
He
Give me
gotta
1 second.
you gotta go. They change their styles all the time.
All right, maybe I'm tripping, man. I mean, I was
Ooh,
also the
wait a minute. He's actually doing something here. Hold
Right?
on. I don't know if y'all can see
It's-
this. I don't know.
Well, what we
He's doing
got going
something here.
Mm.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Reed Richards in Marvel Rivals has the beard.
Oh,
He does.
yeah.
Oh,
All
that
right.
is crisp. Oh, look, my camera is cameraing. Look at you, girl. Stupid
Period.
baby.
But also, like, why he look kind of nice?
I said that. Wait a minute. This might be wallpaper material. Hold on.
Right? Like, let me save that for the spank bank later.
Wow. Okay.
Later.
Let me. Should I leave the room? Y'all need some time. Y'all good?
No, this is an open conversation. I'm comfortable. I'ma share
Let
what
us
I
know how
think.
you feel, Vince. I mean,
How
if
does
you
it make you feel? Does it tickle
You're
your fancy,
secure.
or do you prefer no?
you're safe here.
Do you
You're
like the
safe.
mustache? You don't like the mustache? This is a safe space.
I-
We don't
I-
judge hard, but you know.
I just have yet to see. Well, I mean, yeah, you say he was in the comic in Marvel Rivals, and I know that like as Reed gets older,
more recent.
and yeah, I just haven't seen like too many depictions of him without,
This
and
is
so
the ugly Reed Richards. Get that out my face.
yo,
He looked like he voted for Trump too. I don't like that. Give me
no, he
2000s.
doesn't.
And
He
Give me 2000s and above Reed Richards. Don't
He
give me
literally-
that.
Oh,
he
That man is
literally
a
looks-
Republican. Get him
Nah,
off my
man.
scene.
He looks like he from Connecticut, dude. He looks like
He looks-
young Joe. Please,
he
I don't-
participates in
Yeah,
weekend. What is
Greenwich.
it? Weekend cosplays where they're on the battlefield. The Civil War
Yes,
reenactment.
he-
That's what he looks
yo?
like.
he is one of those return to the land type.
Oh my god, yo.
Keep the bloodlines pure. Like we shouldn't teach about the Confederacy and the Union winning because it's wrong. Like no,
Wow.
he's very much the children should not learn about this in school because they're indoctrinating them. Like
Oh, God.
I
It's hurting
can't
your
trust
feelings.
that Reed Richards.
No.
Give me 2000s and up Reed Richards. He looks like he's conservative, but he's got some leeway. He'll be like, I don't appreciate the gays, but I will let them do what they want. And
Correct. He's not a Hulk Hogan.
and that's okay. Right. Like he's not like, oh, this bakery baked the cake for a gay wedding. I'll never eat there. He's not like that.
No.
Yeah.
He won't go to the gay wedding, but he'll still go to the bakery.